Definitely not in the best mood. This is Real Will. If you are new here, this is just me thinking out loud. If you're watching this, awesome. If not, you know, that's cool. Tune back in for the next one. But this is just me jumping into my thoughts, figuring stuff out, and yeah, that's about that. Okay. I've got to work on a system for getting out of the house a little bit faster. It is, God, I always feel like I'm just running. You know, those moments when you just like don't feel like doing something, but you have the time to do something, and then you don't do those things, and then they catch up to you and bite you in the ass. Exactly what this is. I could have woken up a little bit earlier, like around like 3 a.m. or something like that. I had a boost of energy then, but just said, I'll wake up a little bit later. And you know, the alarm clock rolls around. I forgot to set my alarm clock to be a little bit further, like a little bit earlier. Just gotta be better about that. It's messing with my content schedule. It is cold right now, just so you guys know. I'm freezing, dude. I had a huge, I'm talking about intentions again. I had a huge plan to do like what would be the start of a live show for creatives with kids, and I just got all sorts botched. It's like, I'm gonna make it happen. I have a really, like, I know what to do to execute on it. It's just like, you know, things just throw your mood off, and then all of a sudden you don't, like, when you have that energy and stuff like that, that's gone. So yeah, I'm running out of, I don't want to say I'm running out of, I just need to search a little bit further down, but the top Gary stuff that I've been listening to, I'm starting to hit like a redundant cycle on like the latest stuff. So I need to kind of go a bit further into so I can get some new stuff, because I'm getting to almost to the end of the content cycle, like its strategy, which is ballsed up and works. It's a lot of work. It's definitely a ton of work, and I don't think a lot of people are doing it. I'm sure as hell trying to execute on it, and I'm a creative director. I understand like media. I understand a lot of the stuff that most don't. Don't park on the railroad track, please. It's like a matter of like being able to flip it, especially when you're a one-person team. I know I have it in me. I know I can make it happen. It's just a matter of keeping a regular schedule daily, because right now it's been wishy-washy. Like the first week was good, but this week it's been all sorts of over the place. And I'm not gonna blame that wholly on myself, but I'm currently learning a lot of new technology, like learning how to use Facebook's ad platform, learning how to freaking use Snapchat. Yeah, I'm like that. I'm not a super youngster. So learning how to use that, learning how to promote on Instagram, learning how to pretty much getting like my entire like about updated, learning how to post on Medium, how to post on SoundCloud, how to post on Apple's podcast section. And there's a lot of upfront that has to go into it. The first week was more about figuring out like just content, what I'm gonna say, and just doing it and getting it to like a platform or two. And then this week's more about like getting all of my channels aligned so that I can start posting regularly to them. And the biggest one that I didn't want to change over, that I didn't want to do, was the personal Facebook and the business Facebook, because it's like weird. It's like, you know, you have this personal Facebook that has, you know, 500 people on it, or, you know, close friends, stuff like that, and then you go to like some Facebook business page of a public figure of yourself with like 0 or 2 or 3 or whatever. But I finally made the jump. I stopped because I was posting on the personal and I was posting on the business, and I needed to just post on the business, even though it wouldn't get as much engagement, like organic engagement. Thank you guys. I literally sent out just like a, you know, asking you guys to like my page yesterday, and 50 of you guys did, so thank you so much. It's crazy to me that 50 people can like my page in one day, and on YouTube it's just like, it's so, I don't even know what the word is. Me and YouTube, we ain't best friends. I love YouTube and I love the content, but I've been pushing content to that platform for a year, and still I have like 47 subscribers or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, when we get some real people to get this content in front of and just have real conversations and real engagement. If you are one of those 47 people on YouTube, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Hopefully more people will discover it and more people will get value out of it. But, you know, there's plenty more places to add the content. So I won't be... What I'm trying to get to right now is trying to post my pillar content to all of the big ones. So YouTube, Facebook, and IGTV is really hard because you're having to do like a vertical format, and it's just like really, I don't know, like I understand why they're doing it that way, but for me to be able to create content for that daily, it's a bit much. I might do what old Gary did, just like a little thing at the very beginning of his video that says rotate your screen. Even though it's not super like perfect or organic, that's what I was aiming for the IGTV, but it's a lot of work, because I have to go in like for an edit that's done, and then I have to resize it, make sure everything is, you know, the right aspect and nothing's cut off, and then completely export that whole video again, which is large, and then I have to upload that to IGTV, which is, like, as you guys know, I have a very, very limited amount of time to be able to execute on all of this stuff. And I just don't know. I think it's worth posting to IGTV, but like formatting it correctly is a big deal. That's why I started doing, well, not that specifically, but you guys might have noticed I'd started doing these squares versus like a 16:9 aspect ratio on the films. I did that because it gives you Facebook and Instagram and even Twitter, I think, give you that 1080x1080. They like that, so they'll give you that real estate. Although it looks weird when you post it on like YouTube or whatever, because it's just like a block, so it looks like it's old school. going back and forth whether I'm going to do the 16 by 9 and just not, because here's the thing, if I do 16 by 9, I literally can tell the content, I can post to IGTV a little bit easier, a little bit, because I can rotate it, and then I also like don't have to worry about the extra format, like when I'm doing this in post to like make it a square and cutting off stuff. Whatever comes out of the camera comes out of the camera. I guess if I'm really thinking hardcore about it, like the reason why I did squares was it gave me more real estate, like as people scroll through and look at the ads, but at the same time it's creating a lot of upkeep to do that. So, and then I have to do that for each camera, so I'm thinking to myself that I'm just gonna go back to 16 by 9, which is, and it'll be 19 by 20 or 1920 by 1080. And deal with like if it's not like as long as I want it to be. I really wanted that because it does, like when you're scrolling on your phone, you are able to engage a little bit better, I feel. But at the same time, I have to think about what I can put out right now. Like it can't be perfect. Like it's not gonna be perfect. So how do we make that happen the quickest and keep the quality the best? Alright, that's figured out. Save me a tiny bit of time doing that. That's all I have on my mind right now. Yeah. Okay, talk to you guys later. Thank you for tuning in for the Real Will, where I'm exhausted, tired, and I'm struggling to keep up with the content schedule. Catch you on the next one. Peace.